Hey guys, welcome back. So today I just wanted to talk to the young men out there and maybe have some of the older gentlemen confirm some of this stuff I'm about to say in the discussion. Growing up, I avoided some difficult, challenging things, and some of the difficult, challenging things were just thrust on me. What I learned through the 50 years, 52 years plus that I've been on this planet is that you can't avoid challenging things. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Um, with every challenging, difficult thing that you take on and then finish, a lot of things happen both neurologically, emotionally, and within your soul. Um, the more these things you take on, the easier they become. It's like the old saying, things didn't get easier, you got stronger. And I think that's what happens. But it's not only that. I spoke on this a little bit on my Instagram account. If any of you guys follow me, it's Harvey Guys Coach. That's what it is. Harvey's Guys Coach. As I was saying there, when you take on a difficult task and then you finish it and complete it, it creates these neural pathways within your brain that they say are like train tracks, but I think they're more like saved addresses in your GPS. Um, so maybe you don't quite remember how to get there. You plug it in, and then as you go, you're like, oh, now I remember where this is. And it's kind of like that. Even though your challenges might not be exactly the same, you start to go into the challenges like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know how this is going to work. And then you realize this isn't much different than what the other challenge was. All I have to do is this, and this, or that and this, or mix this up a little bit. I can do this. It's not going to be easy, but I can totally do this because I've done it before. And I think those type of things are very, very important. Not only so that you can accomplish major things in your life, but it also makes you a better provider, a better protector, not just of your loved ones, but for everybody that needs protecting. Because you're not going to freak out because like you have this saved route. You're in an area that you like in GPS. If you're in an area you don't know, you plug in your GPS and it's like, oh yeah, just take me this way. And it's kind of like that within your brain. You need to take on these challenging things, these difficult things. You can't avoid them. Now, sometimes along the way when you're taking a challenge, you're going to need help. You're going to need advice. That's okay. That's part of the journey. It really is. That's just part of the journey. You just got to be careful who you ask for help and who you ask for advice, because don't ask for help or advice from someone that isn't going where you're going or hasn't been where you're going. Because let's be honest, if you ask someone that's never been to somewhere, they can't give you directions. They can't, whether it's a physical address or it's some kind of a goal that you want to reach. I'm not going to ask a soccer player how to win an Olympic lifting event. That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make that soccer player weaker or not as good as the Olympic lifter. It's just he's never been to an Olympic lifting competition. He doesn't know how to do the clean and jerks. He doesn't know how to do the snatch. It doesn't make him a bad person in any way. It just means he's not the person to ask, or she. So just be careful about that. Asking for help isn't, and then also don't expect to get through this challenge, I think, without falling down. In the the Rocky movie, not Rocky, but Rocky Balboa. Man, I have problems with his last name, but you guys all know what I mean. He says it's not how many times, I forget how it goes exactly, but he says something along the lines, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. Something like that. And that's true. Life is going to knock you down from time to time. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a man you are. I don't care how strong of a man you are. Sometimes life is going to knock you down. Sometimes you're going to need a hand to get back up. Sometimes you can just get right back up and say, okay, I'm not going to do that again. I'm still going to attain this goal. I'm just not going to go about it that way. That was not the right way. And the other thing to keep in mind, people make plan A's, plans B's, plan C's, and D's. The problem I have with that is that if you have more than one plan that you're trying to, not that you can't have more than one goal, but if you have more than one plan for a goal, you can't give it 100%. You can't be all in because you're like, oh, I have a safety net. If this doesn't work, I have these other options and I don't have to really give it all. But that doesn't work. That doesn't work. You have to give it all. It might not work. You might have to have changes and you might have to get help. But you can't have several plans. You can't go into a goal if you're not going to go in all in. Whether it's health, whether it's a mental, maybe it's financial, maybe it's romantic, whatever. You got to go all in. You got to be decisive, determined. You have to have perseverance. You have to know this journey isn't going to be perfect. It's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster, but it's okay because you know what? It is for everybody. Everybody. Anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts and confirm, disagree, whatever you want to do. But let's talk about this because I think that too many people these days look for the easy route out. And the easy path very rarely leads to any fulfillment because the easy path is something that everybody can do. And there's a saying, I'm not exactly sure who said it. I believe it was Jerry Rice, but I don't know. Today, I do what others won't. So tomorrow, I can do what others can't. So sometimes the road less traveled takes you to a place that's never been explored before or explored by very few. All right, have a great day, guys.